2.1 displacement. So first, let's go over kinematics and dynamics. I almost said dynamics, or I almost said dymatics. But kinematics versus dynamics. So kinematics describes the motion with no forces. So basically, it doesn't explain why it happens or why there's forces. It just goes over acceleration, velocity, position, displacement, distance, all that stuff. And dynamics is effects of forces. Displacement is the delta x, which is the final minus initial position. Magnitude, as we know, is the hypotenuse of the vector, the shortest distance between initial and final positions. They can also talk about not distance. It can be force, acceleration, and amongst other things. Sign convention: positive means in the chosen direction, negative means in the opposite direction. So let's come over here to Sketchpad, and I'll quickly describe the difference between displacement and distance. So I don't know what the delta x is probably displacement, and delta x is how much it changes in a certain direction. So let's say you start at 2 and you end at 4. If we use the formula final minus initial position, we get a change in 2. So displacement is 2. Now, let's say we go this way and then we come all the way back, and now we're at this point. Well, our final position would be 2, and our initial position would also be 2, giving us 0 net movement or 0 displacement. So displacement is net movement, or how much it moves actually in one direction, while distance is how much it actually travels. So in this case, it would be 4 because it travels 2 here and 2 back. So that's the difference between displacement and distance. Sign convention is, if we just note this as positive, that means if we have a velocity of 2 meters per second, then every second is traveling 2 meters in the positive direction. Now, typically, the y-axis and x-axis, like in math, is probably going to be what is considered positive, but not necessarily. Even a magnitude and something that goes this way is considered positive, because this is positive, positive, and this triangle is also positive, positive. So that's the logic behind there. So now we go to displacement is a distance, as we just explained. Distance equals the total path length. Displacement equals the net change, or how much you actually moved in one direction. And that's 2.1.